Your company's set up, your visa is ready. Now it's time to open your bank account. A lot of people face challenges when opening bank accounts in the UAE, so we're going to go over some of those now. Hi, I'm Kate from Connect Group, a company formation expert. Connect Group has been helping people and companies move to the UAE since 2016 and also helping them with services afterwards, such as bank account opening. A mistake we find people make all the time is not getting a permanent UAE SIM card. Once your license is set up and your visa is completed, you'll receive your Emirates ID. Only then can you get a permanent UAE SIM card from one of the providers in the UAE. It's so important you do this, as every bank has a requirement for you to have a local SIM card. This is because they'll send you OTPs to verify who you are, open your account and transfer money. Different banks have different checks that they do on companies, so it's important to review who your shareholders and managers are, as some banks are more lenient than others with nationality groups. When you have a corporate shareholder in your company, it's very important to show the bank who the UBO is. I've had clients in the past that have had a layered structure so that their corporate shareholder is owned by another corporate shareholder, and so on, maybe like 5 times. Now, what we need to do in this situation is we need a layered graph signed off by a lawyer to show the bank the structure of the company and who the ultimate beneficiary owner is. Some business activities are classed as high risk within banks. For example, commercial brokers. Commercial brokers is a very good activity that's extremely broad. However, the majority of banks will not let you open an account because it's been linked to money laundering in the past. It's not impossible, but it is difficult. So please ensure you have things such as a business plan, an active website, a LinkedIn profile for your company and you and also your employees. When applying for the bank account, they'll check all of the history on your shareholders and your company within the UAE. If you're a new company, it's extremely important to have things such as your website and LinkedIn up and running, as they will check it to ensure that it's legitimate. If you don't, then you could face issues with your KYC and opening your account. If you have any questions about corporate bank account opening in the UAE, then click the link below and have a 30-minute free video call with me or one of my team. If you're going to need your debit card or credit card for your bank account, then you'll need to stay in the UAE for it to be delivered to you. We've seen that a lot of people leave the UAE before this has been prepared and then expect it to be delivered to their home country. Now, in some very rare cases, this has been possible. However, majority of the time it's not. So my opinion would be stay in the UAE, collect the card and then leave. Your bank account is open and you've started making transactions. Fantastic. But you still need to be careful because the bank can freeze your account at any time. This is due to things like who you're trading with, what you're trading, and if everything lines up with your license. They will continue to do checks on your company throughout to make sure everything is compliant, and if it's not, they'll freeze the account and expect an explanation. If you amend your license or shareholders, you need to inform the bank about this immediately. If not, it can cause you a lot of problems. What I see most people do is they'll amend the activities on the license or the shareholders mentioned and then not inform the bank until it comes up to their license renewal. This is a huge mistake and it's a big red flag for the bank. So in order to prevent your account being frozen, send them the documents immediately and explain why you've changed the license. Some consultancies will try to charge you additional for bank account opening assistance. Now, sometimes this is relevant if you need a specific type of bank account. However, let's say you're a one-man band who's got online coaching as their activity. 9 times out of 10, a WEO bank account will be more than sufficient for you. This is very easy to do. You can do it through the application on your phone, and it will take about 5 to 7 working days to be opened. When choosing which bank to use for your personal account and your corporate account, we're finding it more and more popular for people to use different banks for each. This is because if something happens to you in your personal account and maybe it gets frozen, this could directly impact your corporate account if it's in the same bank. However, if they're in different banks, then obviously it won't directly affect either. Now your bank account is set up, you need to start considering tax and accounting in the UAE. We've had a lot of questions about this topic, and what we've done is we've made a podcast with Stuart Redbond, who owns Redbond & Co Accounting, and gone over all of the questions that you've asked so that everything is clear.